Hi everybody, I hope you are all well. So I have finished my second and final shift at Crisis today, and they're quite long days. And I've been at the Women's Residential Centre, which is confidential in terms of location, but it's been amazing. It has been very. Do you know what? It's been relaxing. It's been so fulfilling, but in a way I didn't even necessarily expect. And the way that it's that power, isn't it? There was part of me when I signed up for Crisis, and I saw that there was a choice to be able to go to a women's residential centre. For me, I kind of knew in my heart that is where I'm supposed to be, and it is that healing, that massive healing needed. Of For me, I look at it in terms of the divine feminine, that divine feminine energy, and I knew I had to go there in part to hold space for those who needed it. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how my days were going to go. And it has been so incredibly powerful, so moving. Today for me especially, today was, I mean, I know we've got a new moon, and of late I've been more sensitive to the new moon than the full moon. Today for me, it was very, very emotional, at points, and but the way space is held, just being able to knowing that I'm holding space, but then so many people, especially like the shift leaders, and other volunteers holding space for me. And you're seeing how women hold space for each other, and it was just incredible. And to the point that even at the end of the day, a resident who is going through a really hard time, obviously, or else she wouldn't be a resident there, just held space for me as well. And it was just it was so beautiful. I wish I could bottle up my experience so everyone could like have a taste of it. An absolutely incredible couple of days. And I know even within myself, and the work I've done, I know I've created shifts and held powerful space for both volunteers and residents. And just the way I know that it's also been done for me also. And it was just beautiful, peaceful, just all of those women together, enjoying the time together, doing fun things like karaoke and bingo, and say we've done Zumba, and I've held space even though I didn't feel like I was told I had held that space for the Zumba class. But just so much fun, so many amazing soul sisters, really and truly, that I have met. And yet really, really poignant. And for me especially, I really resonate with the residents, the female residents I've spoken to. Many of their stories, and when they've spoken to me, I understand when someone says you don't think it will happen to you, in terms of homelessness. I totally, completely understand that more than anyone can imagine. And it is that knowing, you just don't know when a shift can happen in your circumstances, and everything can literally go tits up in the most awful way. Yet at the same time, there's that other side to it where we look at polarities, and a shift can happen and everything can kind of come together. And I think that is an important message ultimately, in terms of, we have this new moon in Capricorn, and when we had the full moon in Capricorn earlier on this year, it was very, that we had the partial lunar eclipse, and it was very much about really kind of supercharging whatever it is that you were setting out to change in your lives, and realizing that as the change can it's, yeah, I suppose recognizing as we're going into this new year, if there has been anything really drastic, really trying that's happened, the shift can happen at the same speed, at a higher frequency, to completely turn things around for the better. It really, really can. So holding that thought, that trust, that belief, that faith so strong, as you've set your intentions tonight for the new moon in Capricorn. It's a bit like coming full circle, and really recognizing that as much as a turnaround can happen and things can go to shit, that turnaround can actually also bring in really amazing things. And maybe any shifts that have happened that have left you distraught in any way, maybe it's possibly, very likely even, that things have had to kind of really strip away or fall apart for this actual rebirth that is now literally here. Your foot's lifted as if you're about to go through the doorstep of change. You're not just walking along a corridor trying to find the door. You're at the door. The door's open. You just need to step through it. You need to step through that door of change. You need to step through that door of opportunities. You need to recognize that you have the power to open the door, and for it all to come in, for it all to turn around amazingly, miraculously. And my final message is, hold space for each other. Hold space for the women in your life. Hold space for your sisters, not just your biological sisters. We are all sisters. This is one incredible, amazing sisterhood, and that divine feminine energy is strong. And yes, it's this whole thing of we're rising, but we still have so much healing to do, and just love. I'm always saying it, but what is there if there is not love? Hold strong your boundaries. Really hold strong your boundaries. Readjust them if needed. If there's anything that's really kind of any walls that you need to let go in your heart, let them go, because when that wall is up, you are blocking your blessings, you're blocking your ability to receive. Sometimes we just need to let go a little. And I'm sending you oh my gosh, I'm sending you, because as I sit here, my room circulates with the violet flame, completely transmuting any energy that needs to be released. So I'm sending you an abundance of cleansing, transformative energy, so that all that you're releasing is healed and transmuted with love and light, and brought back to you as golden healing light, literally flooding through every single part of you, so that you are completely filled and fulfilled. And so it is. Much love to you all.